I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Greavard. People have been domesticating dogs for somewhere between 40,000 and 27,000 years. As long as we've known the joy of man's best friend, we've known the sadness of saying goodbye. The earliest burial for a dog so far discovered was 14,200 years old, suggesting dogs have been beloved companions longer than humans have known how to write. And dogs have been a part of ghost stories for about as long as humans have been telling them. From the black beasts which might appear to forewarn your death in old British folklore, to the Mesoamerican belief in dogs which transport people to the afterlife, humans have always hoped that if there is a spiritual world beyond this one, it at least ought to have dogs. Greavard is a cute little white dog with shaggy fur. It has a small candle on its head, and often only this candle will be visible, with the rest of the Pokemon hiding underground and emerging like a member of the undead. Greavard was first revealed in a series of trailers before the release of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. In its full reveal trailer, a spooked ghost researcher plays fetch with it, but slowly loses their energy and eventually passes out. This references the Pasanta, a dog-like spirit from Spanish folklore, which sits on people's chests and paralyzes them in the night. Greavard, thankfully, is not so scary, and is more of a Casper the Friendly Ghost than a pet cemetery. Pokemon Scarlet tells us, "It is said that a dog Pokemon that died in the wild, without ever interacting with humans, was reborn as this Pokemon." And Pokemon Violet tells us, "This friendly Pokemon doesn't like being alone. Pay it even the slightest bit of attention, and it will follow you forever." The Japanese name is Bocchi. Bocchi is basically Japanese for graveyard, but it's also very close to Pochi, a common Japanese dog name, which is pretty much the equivalent of Poochie in English. The English name, Greavard, of course brings to mind the word graveyard. It also incorporates grieve, either as in grief, a dead dog, or greaves, an animal fat product produced in old candle-making techniques, and often fed to dogs. This is a dog with a candle, after all. When a Greavard reaches level 30, it could evolve, but only at night. When it evolves, it becomes Houndstone. Houndstone is a bigger, even shaggier version of Greavard. The skeletal nature of its face and limbs is more apparent, and the candle has been upgraded to a headstone. This is the signature Pokemon of the rapping gym leader Rhyme, while her DJ is an adorable little Greavard. Pokemon Scarlet tells us, "Houndstone spends most of its time sleeping in graveyards. Among all the dog Pokemon, this one is the most loyal to its master." Houndstone's Pokemon Violet Pokedex entry kind of contradicts what one of Greavard entries had to say. "A lovingly mourned Pokemon was reborn as Houndstone. It doesn't like anyone touching the protuberance atop its head." Was a dog Pokemon that never met a trainer reborn, or one that was lovingly mourned? Mourning and grieving are key to Houndstone's signature move, Last Respects. This move gains power if more allies have been knocked out already, and has of course been used on some very cheesy gimmick teams to great effect. The name Houndstone, of course, just mixes hound, as in dog, with headstone from a grave. The Japanese name is Hakadog. Haka is Japanese for tomb, while dog is English for dog. Another famous Spanish ghost dog is the Pip, a vampiric demon dog which attacks cattle at night. This may be why Paldea has so many Houndour and Houndoom, but I don't think it inspired Houndstone. This pupper has never done anything wrong. Music for Lucas Pokemon is composed by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. Greavard was designed by Kazuyuki Kurashima. Writing, producing, and editing is all by me, Luke Summerhays. Funding is provided by lovely listeners. If you'd like to help keep the lights on, or give your thanks, head over to patreon.com/podcastio podcastius. There you can find links to the other shows my pals and I create. or for just $1 a month, listen to episodes as soon as we're done editing. I love hearing from you guys. A 5-star rating and review on your podcasting app of choice, or even better, telling a friend about the show, would always be much appreciated. Our next monsters are Flamigo and Sotodle. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about those or any other Pokemon on Twitter or Facebook at LukeLovesPKMN. Catch more Pokemon content at twitch.tv/LukeLovesPKMN, Friday nights from 9pm UK time. And even if you don't want to do any of that, thank you so much just for listening. I love Greavard, and remember, I love you too.